all you lovely Scorpios. Welcome to your tarot reading for the dates of May 7th through May 13th. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty even going week for you. You don't have a lot of wands here, so you don't have those cards that indicate that there's a lot of activity for you. So you might have actually enjoyed having a week that's just kind of nice and gentle, because you're definitely going to get one. You are exemplified by the Four of Cups cards. Now, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. If you don't like it, then that's fine. But I'm actually going to help say the messages by the Supreme Being. And so what does he want to say? So you Scorpios are cerebral people. So it looks like you'd like to have some excitement, and sometimes we get lost in that excitement. So you look like that's exactly what's happening with the Four of Cups cards, because if we're not, right now with the way, there's just some years that things are very slow and plodding, where nothing much is going on, and people are not progressing the way they want to. Things aren't going as easily as they do in some years. Tell them what? You might be creating problems. So there's no easy way to say that. You might you might be indulging in your headspace. So because it's kind of like a box of chocolates, you might be eating your chocolates and you're not sharing your chocolates, your thoughts, with other people. So you might be feeling a little distracted, feeling a little emotionally trapped. It's possible by focusing on what you don't have that you're not aware of what you do have. We all kind of get that cabin fever feeling where we feel like we're being denied. And your Seven of Wands cards in your immediate future points to maybe what is it called? An internal conflict. You're having an internal conflict. So they're cautioning you to choose your battles wisely, because you need to get out of your headspace. You're not seeing all sides. And in fact, you might not be taking everybody's sides into consideration. Just like when you're an adult, you need to learn how to fight fair. Because people will call you on it. They'll be like, foul on the 40th goal line. That's basically where you're at. You're getting, called out of the game. And Six of Cups, again, you're romanticizing the past. You're remembering how easy it was to create things. And so we're all feeling like, wasn't it easier just a few years ago to, create, money to buy something we need? And we're all going, gosh, when I was a kid, if I wanted something, all I had to do was think about it. And, if I wanted a bat and a ball for my birthday, and lo and behold, I got the bat and ball. And so we're getting lost in our feelings about how, and we all get frustrated, and it's really easy to point the finger, and that's kind of your internal conflict. You're like, sometimes when people get irritated with themselves, other people repress. They're, self-critics. They're highly, and Scorpio might do the opposite from time to time. So we just want to be aware of not doing the blame game, because it doesn't, it might feel good for the moment, but it doesn't, what am I supposed to say, Supreme Being? They're that's not helpful. Okay. He's saying Supreme Being goes shallowness begets shallowness. So you need to fly your higher eagle. You need to be coming from a place of integrity. Please, ask yourself if you're coming from a place of integrity. And so you also might be meeting up with people that remind you of that if you know them all your life, they spark something in you. That very comfortable with new people that you meet. Might be rekindling new friendships or past romantic relationships. Also, children are highlighted. Maybe children are coming into the situation. Maybe you're a parent or maybe you're a grandparent. But you do need to be aware of that internal conflict. And if you're lost in your own little world and you're not talking about what's in a productive way with people with what's bothering them, then you're not actually looking for a solution. You're just playing the blame game. Also, be aware you're crossed by the Five of Swords. And when you're crossed by the Five of Swords, that's the best you can hope for card. You're a little upset because the situation didn't work out the way you wanted to, and instead of going into act-react space, you might try finding a new way to making lemonade from lemons. When life hands you something disagreeable, we need to look at how we can learn from that situation and grow from it. Again, they're cautioning acting from revenge. I mean, that's people's shadow ego. That's the because somebody in this particular situation is not coming from a place of integrity, and we need to be honest with ourselves about where that energy might be coming from. And I know, honey. I know. We don't. Sometimes life hands us things, and it doesn't feel right, and we kind of chafe, right? It's okay, Kona. That's my puppy. And then in the immediate, the outcome, it's Two of Wands. It's just me and Kona right now. That's our partnership. Kona, baby. And if this is a partnership for a business, then consider working with people that complement you. Like their weaknesses are not your weaknesses, so that you can come together and complement each other. If they're the artist and you're the thinker, then you can that's a compliment. Yeah, so you're to continue to forge ahead, and any obstacles are just temporary. Oh, Connie, it's a good partnership. Love you. Love my bunny. Love my Labrador. And but otherwise, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good because you came from that Ace of Wands position where things were feeling real good for Scorpios. They were busy. They were getting some. People were, they were getting some attention from. They were feeling good about where they were going, but in the lull, some of these feelings kind of surfaced and washed over you, and they kind of came back so you could look at them realistically, and then fix what was out of balance so that it wouldn't hold you back in the future when it was really, really important for there not to be any obstacles. And listen to the Supreme Being. Okay, Kona, what is God telling you, my baby? Supreme Being saying that it's like, look at where your thoughts are controlling your outcome. So think positively, see everybody succeeding in the situation, and then you will pull it to you. And they're just saying everything happens for a reason. So hang in there, good's coming. Thank you so much for being a kind and considerate audience. And until next time, have a wonderful and blessed week. Bye-bye.